having visited the recent Dundee United historical displays, it has made me think about the current state of the club. Located at Tannadice Park, Dundee United is one of two professional teams in the city of Dundee. With the end of the current, the club is now facing another season in the Scottish Championship, the second tier of Scottish football. It is a far cry from where many fans and supporters believe it should be. The club is nearly 110 years old and has a rich history of competitive football. Various squads have represented the club in competitions across the globe. Countries such as Japan, Nigeria, and the United States have been toured and matches played with local teams. Europe has been another strong area of achievement for United. Regularly in the 1980s, Dundee United were challenging in the UEFA and European Cups, which included famous victories over established European champions, including Barcelona. Domestically, it was a good time also. A strong team, which included the likes of Maurice Malpas, Paul Sturrock, and David Bowman, were led by the formidable manager Jim McLean. Success included claiming the only Premiership championship in the club's history during the 1982-83 season. This success led into the 1990s, with Dundee United finally winning the Scottish Cup for the first time in 1994. After 7 finals, the Cup was finally brought back to the City of Discovery by the lads in Tangerine. There are many points which people could insist as being a turning point in the club's recent history, which led it to where it is now. Certainly one of these was the sad passing of Eddie Thompson in 2008. Eddie has a presence that has been rarely matched in United's history, and only by the likes of Jerry Kerr and the previously mentioned Jim McLean. Although some success has been achieved since, the 2010 Scottish Cup win, for example, the level of success and competitiveness that the club was known for started to fade away. Relegation to the Championship followed after a very poor 2015-16 season. United had previously been relegated in 1995, but immediately won promotion after defeating Partick Thistle in a 2-leg playoff the following season. This time around, we haven't been as successful. This next season will be Dundee United's third in the Championship, having lost to Livingston in this year's playoff semi-final. This brings me to the future of this once great club. Saba Laszlo The Hungarian, who has been the club's manager since November, wielded the axe after the end of the season. Around 15 players and staff will not be returning after the close season. This dramatic clear-out signifies major changes in not only playing staff, but seemingly attitudes to the current state of the team. The changes are not only happening on the field, but off it too. Stephen Thompson, who took over as chairman when his father passed away, has stepped away from the club. In March, he announced he was stepping down from his role as chairman and intends to sell his shareholding. Mike Martin, who had recently purchased the club's youth training facility, Gussie Park, was named as the new chairman. Rumours have been reported that American investors are interested in purchasing the club. Their identity is not known, but reportedly they control 5 clubs around the globe. The next season will obviously be a telling one for the club. Faith in the manager, players and officials at Tannadice will be severely tested depending on results, both on and off the park. Many fans and supporters will hope that United will be able to fight for promotion once again this season and finally return to the Scottish Premier League. Even if Dundee United can place themselves in this position, it will be a difficult couple of years for the club. Performance-wise, regaining a Premiership position and keeping it are two entirely separate things. Financially, the club has struggled lately. If new owners do indeed take over the club, any cash investment will need very careful handling. We have witnessed before in Scottish football and other industries that simply throwing large amounts of cash into a business does not solve all of the problems overnight. Those handling the resources at Tannadice will need to be extra careful in ensuring control does not escape them, leaving the foundations of such a club in a precarious position. I believe fans and supporters of Dundee United need to remain positive. Although in one of the worst positions in its history, there is some fight back happening, and hopefully with the new signings that are taking place, the squad can rally towards a good season. There will be a limit though of how much the fans are willing to allow. Dundee United needs to take major step forwards in the next few seasons, or for those willing to sit on the terraces, both home and away, there won't be much love is in the air for too long.